Mission list updated.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
Please select a mission.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Ok. O sea, aquí es donde están todas las misiones. Esto es para deambular libremente, moverse... Vale. Misiones disponibles en el norte de Kabul, Afganistán. Ok. Vale. Lo bueno que tiene esto es que te dice cuando estás en el campo de batalla no te dice las misiones secundarias, sin embargo aquí te las pone todas. Comandante de las barracas, misión brutal por los cráneos. Mira, si no me hubieran visto los cráneos me habría llevado también esa secundaria. Conductor del camión de transporte extraído. Ah, aquel pavo tenía que haberlo extraído, pero si no tenía Fulton, ¿cómo lo voy a extraer? Diamantes en bruto escondidos en la fortaleza. Spugmay asegurados. Diamantes. Tendré que repetirla para pillarme todas las cositas. Vale, vamos a empezar. Sería esta, ¿no? Como un euro. Reproducir casete.
Farming villages in southern Vahan have been subjected to a strategic bombing campaign the past several weeks. The damage is spreading. It's part of the Soviet Scorched Earth operation aimed at wiping out the guerrillas. The target this time is the commander of a Spetsnaz detachment. He's been key to the operation's success. People say this guy's responsible for annihilating the Mujahideen at Tismasi Laman, the Hamid fighters, overnight. He's a tough, experienced commander. Don't underestimate him. The order from my client in the west is to shoot on sight. They want him out of the picture for good. Sorry, boss. This one's purely business. Wet work. A hit on a commanding officer of the Soviet military. Nothing personal. We're only doing this because it gets us one step closer to our goal.
Bueno, pero es necesario matarlo, yo qué sé, puedo extraerlo, ya está. Vale, desplegar. ¿Aceptar la misión? Sí.
Mission accepted.
Aquí pondríamos esto. Peligro bajo. No sé.
Heading to Afghanistan.
Voy a esta. A ver, preparación de misión, misión 3, como un héroe, elimina al comandante de los Spetsnaz. ¿Es que es necesario? ¿No puedo neutralizarlo? A ver. Seleccionar equipo. Armas principales. No tengo nada, estoy pelado. Armas secundarias. Oh, qué guapo. Aturdimiento, muy bien. Armas de apoyo. Solo tengo las granadas. No tengo nada, tío. Ítems, caja, cigarro electrónico. No tengo nada más. Pues nada, tal cual, la pelo, no tengo nada. Herramientas. Equipado, equipado, equipado. Nada, chico. Iniciar misión. A las 6. ¿A cuánto antes? Tengo que esperarme a una franja horaria flipa, ¿sabes? Tira, tira. Cuanto antes, tal cual, vamos improvisando. Como un héroe.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. And I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
Madre mía, 700 metros aún para llegar. Elimina al comandante de la Spetsnaz. Pero es que, tío, no... A mí no me gusta matar. Ah, vale, me bajo aquí. A ver, estudiemos la situación. Estoy aquí, aquí tengo un puesto avanzado. Lo marcamos. Luego aquí tengo esto. Lo marcamos. Luego aquí tengo otro. Pues que ese no voy a ir. No sé que sea necesario. Bueno, de las Spetsnaz, elimínalo. Casetes. Alias de Shalashashka.
Ocelot, I hear they started calling you Shalashashka in Afghanistan. What's that about? You know the term Sharashka? It's slang for a suspicious, hastily thrown together organization. The word became associated with a type of forced labor facility in the Soviet Gulag system. OKB scientists and engineers who'd been convicted of crimes were sent to a Sharashka for forced R&D. The Sharashkas were supervised by Lavrenti Beria of the NKVD, the secret police, under the official name 4th Special Department. Forced research? That's not very different from what we do here. Diamond Dogs is different. Everyone here believes in you. Regardless of where they came from or why they're here, they revere you. And they're fighting because it was their choice. And if it wasn't, they'd leave. Who knows? That's our reality here, whether it's real or not. If there's another truth, I don't want to know it. All that matters is that's the concept that's taken shape in their heads. The traces of a group ideology, our superstructure, to put it in Marxist terms. All right. Go on. Right. So anyway, at some point the enemy started calling me Sharashka. This was after the war in Afghanistan broke out. While I was keeping an eye on you in that hospital, I was also heading up interrogations here. The men I broke gave up their comrades and families, everything they wanted to protect them most. No real cause for it. I just let myself get caught up in the old Russian pride. And suddenly I received the honor of becoming Special Interrogation Advisor to the forced labor camps. But the more men I interrogated, the more people saw me as just that, the interrogator. It helped cover my real objective of keeping you safe. You went that far for me? Far enough to keep you alive. I ended up being pretty well known among the Afghan guerrillas. Some of them would have seen me on the battlefield, and that's how I got the second half of the name. Shashka. It's a sword, a type of saber from the Caucasus. Russian dragoons and Cossacks carried them into battle. Now, the Russian Empire had a general by the name of Fyodor Arturovich Keller. His bravery earned him the nickname Russia's greatest Shashka. Someone must have known about that, because somewhere along the line, Shashka got stuck on the end of Sharashka. The guerrillas were using the name amongst themselves, and by the time I got to hearing about it, pronunciation had wound up as Shalashashka. So half Gulag, half Hero sword. It was a perfect fit. But you see how rumors and ideas about people can get out of hand fast. Once you
Ya ves.
create a character and put it out there in public mind, it warps and twists with every baseless rumor. And before you know it, all people see are phantoms. In my case, it works out just fine. I'm plenty used to working under aliases.
Bueno, por fin sé el por qué lo llaman Salasasca. Desde el Sons of Liberty que tenía yo la duda.
So SALT II still hasn't gone into effect. That treaty was drawn up to limit not just the size of the U.S. and Soviet Union's nuclear arsenals, but also their delivery systems. The whole deal. Just when we thought all those years of negotiations had paid off, somebody decides to invade Afghanistan. The timing couldn't have been worse. The president was in the middle of the SALT II talks back then. You mean while you were busy trying to stop Peace Walker? I heard. President Ford was meeting with the General Secretary in Vladivostok. In his absence, the political brass in America detected what they didn't realize was false nuclear launch data from Peace Walker, and were on the verge of ordering a retaliatory nuclear strike. Coleman's big idea? Humans are incapable of destroying themselves. Turns out he never knew what humans are capable of. If that AI, the boss, hadn't found a way to stop the fake data transmission, they probably would have gone ahead with the launch. Deterrence was revealed as the pipe dream it was. All thanks to you. And her. The U.S.-Soviet talks looked set to fall through. What happened in Nicaragua no doubt helped trigger a change of heart. But in the end, the time's to find the politics. When you've grabbed their tail, they turn and bite your hand. I first met you 20 years ago now. The place was Selenouyarsk in the Soviet Union. We were enemies. I was with the GRU. You were still fighting for America. 1964.
Snake Eater.
Operation Snake Eater. Its objective, the assassination of the legendary soldier known as the Boss. When you
Con la
returned
musiquita,
home
se me van a erizar los
successful,
pelos.
they awarded you the title Big Boss. Your CO, Zero, sought to carry on the boss's will by covertly establishing his own organization. You knew the original members from Operation Snake Eater. From America, there was David O, or as he was to you, Major Zero. Donald Anderson, a.k.a. Sigint. Dr. Clark, who went by
Es verdad, el jefe de ARPA, es verdad.
And the fourth, you. From China, there was Eva. And me, Ocelot, from the Soviet Union. 6 in total. To us, government notions of friend and foe were meaningless. As were East and West, we joined forces by our will alone. Our objective was to fulfill the boss's dying wish, to make the world one. And to do it, Zero used the Philosopher's Legacy, the secret war fund you obtained during Operation Snake Eater. This organization would go on to become Cypher. I, on the other hand, was left with the problem. You only recovered half of the legacy. I had to locate the other half myself. When I found the funds, I passed them on to Zero, just as you wanted. I still trusted him in those days. We thought what he was doing was the boss's will, until he started that one project. Les enfants terribles, Zero called it. You parted ways, as did Eva, leaving only Anderson and Clark still with him. I maintained limited contact, although truth be told, we were just keeping tabs on one another. The reason was always you. After you returned to the Army and created Foxhound, you left America. For a time, even I'd lost track of you. I'd imagine Zero did too. You always were the best when it came to hide and seek. Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe. Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism, and that's not all. It also monitors the thorn in Zero's side. That's you, tracking your coordinates wherever you might go. The further you strayed from your roots, the larger Zero became. It's as if he was trying to close the gap between you. But before long, he disappeared from public life. Only a few people had direct contact with him. For a time, I was one of them. Then a year after you fell into your coma, he slipped out of sight entirely. Since then, nothing. No photos, no recordings, not even a reliable rumor as to his whereabouts. I tried every method I could think of, but
Qué raro, ¿eh?
Zero was gone. Freed of his control, his creation, his power continued to grow. Cypher is a great beast, and Zero was its spine. But even without him, it's endured, evolved. But now its body is rotting, riddled with parasites. Parasites like the ones who attacked you 9 years ago in the Caribbean, and then at the hospital. Cypher's Black Ops Unit, XOF. They
Ostras.
learned where you were, and came to wipe the slate clean.
Buah, está todo súper bien explicado, ¿eh? Está impresionante, qué bien narrado está todo.
Christmas Eve, 1979. The Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime established the year before. The DRA forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene. The Afghan government was powerless and fraught with infighting. They lost the hearts and minds of the people, and that alarmed the Soviet leadership. With the Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets felt they had to act fast or risk the spread of Islamic revivalism. A superpower, sending a motorized rifle division against men on horseback.
Sí, sí, está muy bien narrado, ¿eh? Te lo explican todo al dedillo.
Everyone thought it'd be over in
Pero yo
an
que he
instant.
jugado a los otros,
Only it
es eso,
wasn't.
estaba contándolo todo,
Some
pero
Muslims
punto
made
por
their
punto,
fight
¿eh?
a
Muy bien.
jihad, a holy war.
Está como si fuera una conversación tal cual, pero te
Campaign
está,
on all
vamos,
fronts.
haciendo una introducción a lo bestia.
These fighters call themselves Mujahideen. They're being supported by the West through Pakistan. That's why Miller was involved. He was training them near the Zero Line, sponsored by the CIA. The war has become a nightmare for the Soviet troops stationed here. They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most. Then a year passed. 2 years. Now here we are 4 years on with no exit in sight. Afghanistan has become the Soviet Union's Vietnam. The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. The Afghans have lost theirs. The Soviets destroy the kishlaks, villages, wherever they can. They burn down homes and fields, fill in wells, turn pastures into minefields. It's created a mass of refugees who fled to Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are fish swimming around the villages, the Soviets will go so far as to dry out their ocean. But this has had a big price. There's bitter resentment among the Afghans, and they're taking out their anger on the soldiers on the front lines. Among the Mujahideen are the Pashtun people. They're fiercely devoted to their code of Badal, or revenge. Soviets they've captured have had their hands, feet, and noses cut off before being left to die at the side of the road, just to show their comrades what they're capable of. Friendlies who come across them can do nothing but put them out of their misery. Then they burn down another village in retaliation. And the cycle of vengeance goes on.
Sí, lo de siempre. Es lo que tienen las guerras. Son muy absurdas. Hombre de fuego... Sí, pues ya está. Pues nada. A ver, cinta de música. No, de música no me paso. Casetes no tengo ninguno. Vale, no tengo ni un solo casete. Vale. Misión. Comandante Spetsnaz eliminado. Vale. Pues nada, empieza la acción. ¿Flotar por el suelo ahora? Soy una croqueta. Oh. Ah, sí que va la cruceta. Porque antes no me iba. No sé por qué antes no me iba. Yo lo prefiero así, es más fácil. Solo tengo dos. No hay nadie más, no, solamente hay dos. Mira qué bien, se han separado. Chachi. Espérate, que se va ahora ahí. No, la caja no.
Compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
Vale, yo me las pillo todas y ya está. ¿Qué hora es? ¿Se está haciendo de día? Sí, se está haciendo de día. ¡No!
You have arrived at your destination.
Me ha venido a huevos la tormenta de arena, ¿sabes? Ah, pues sí que he podido. No, ¿ves? No deja.
What we need is an interpreter. The main principle of intelligence work is intel gathering. But that's a problem if you don't speak the enemy's language. We need a staff member with the interpreter skill to do a simultaneous interpretation. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Guard post captured.
Lie down. Что это значит? Speak. Я не понимаю. Не понимаю.
Would you mind? Háblame en cristiano. Háblame. ¿No te dice lo que son? No, en este no. En este no te dice lo que son. ¿Cuántos Fulton tengo? Tengo 11 Fulton. Eso también me lo puedo llevar, ¿no? Por lo menos en los... No, no me lo puedo llevar. Pone 0%. No me lo puedo llevar.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Sí, hombre, hasta quedé con un intérprete, ¿sabes?
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Vale, pues esto... Pues ya está, ¿no? Materiales, sí, vale. Estoy todo el rato cogiendo materiales. Vale, un segundo. Quiero gestionar... Sí, es eso. Pero por los daños cerebrales ya no sabe ruso. Tengo que pillar a uno, pero claro, no sé cuál es el que habla en ruso. El problema. ¿Qué he hecho? Desarrollo de ítems. A ver, ¿qué estás haciendo? Armas. Vale, sí, pero...
Please specify a
Vale,
budget.
ahora. A ver... 0. No, no quiero pedir suministros. Quiero desarrollar. Ah, esto es todo lo que puedo desarrollar. Vale, vale. Esto, escopeta, tal... Oh, vale, para pedir extracción. Sí, lo quiero.
Please select
No, no, no,
control
no, no,
point.
no, 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 no. No. Uy, qué torpito estoy yo con esto, ¿eh? Cargando. Joder. ¿Me queda aquí yo? ¿Carga? ¿Qué le pasa? Se ha trabado. Uy. Está trabado. Está bugueado. ¡No! ¡Se me ha bugueado! ¡Se me ha bugueado el Mother Base! ¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Qué ha pasado? Se me ha bugueado el Mother Base, tío. A ver si ahora... Gestionar personal... A ver, aquí tengo uno que es... Ocelot, sala de espera, Ocelot aquí, pues... No lo puedo asignar, Miller tampoco lo puedo asignar. Ah, vale, vale. Cambiar asignación, cambiar pantalla... Joder. Recursos, tal... A ver, desarrollo. Déjame ver los ítems, por favor. Pues no. Tengo bugueado, tío, los ítems del Mother Base. Lo tengo bugueado. Lo tengo bugueado. Menuda gracia. Qué guay, ¿eh? Voy a llevarme ese. ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas, chiquitín? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas, tontito? Ya ves que marro nada.
Leave the rest to us.
Ye, no, no te vayas, no te vayas.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Para. Uy, que he puesto las gafas. No. Ahí hay una radio.
Marker placed. Marker placed.
No, 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 no.
Marker removed.
That's the sturdiest building in the area. It'd be perfect for the target to hole up in. That searchlight's manually operated.
¿Ese toro funciona manualmente? ¿Pero qué?
Plenty of grapevines there. They're not bearing fruit, but they'll still provide good cover.
Vale. Vamos a ir a aquella montaña. No hay moros en la costa. Vale, vamos. No, 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 no. Baja, baja, loco, baja.
You have arrived at your destination.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Son como unas ruinas, ¿no?
Security looks tight. Is that their command center?
Pedazo fortaleza, tío. La que se va a liar para entrar ahí, Dios mío. ¿Qué ha marcado? No lo he visto. Ya veo.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
¿Qué en este? ¿O este? Ah, este. Pero como su careto. Objetivo a eliminar. Me sabe mal matarlo. Pero es lo que hay, ¿no? Sí que es esto que hay aquí dentro. Bueno, pues vamos a entrar. ¿Qué haces allí? ¿Cuántos puntos tengo? ¿9? Está en el puente. Hombre, si se queda en el puente, bien. Si no, me tocará ir y reducirlo. El problema es en aquella torre. Tengo este mirando. Hostia, qué vista. Joder, puta, qué vista tiene. Vale, pues nada, vamos primero a por este, porque si no, me la lían. ¿Qué ha pasado? La madre que lo parió.
Нет, не делай этого! Get down. Русский speak, please.
0%, claro, está bajo techado. A ver. Vamos a sacarlo. Por eso se me había bugueado el Mother Base, he perdido conexión con el servidor. Pues es una putada, sin servidor no hay Mother Base entonces. Menuda mierda. Ah, pues no, ahora sí. Sí, como no entiendo, por eso es que está bugueado. C4. Espera, pedir... No, aún no los quiero. De desierto, sí. No, espérate. Fusil de francotirador... Hombre, eso debe ser de utilidad. Son 40.000. Tengo 92... Vamos, espero. Vamos a ver. A ver, entrega de suministros, vale. Vale, sinceradores, armas, ítems. Equipado, estándar. Rayas de tigre, compañero. A ver, desierto usado sobre la arena de tierra, camuflaje. Sí, lanza nada. Me aparto, no me voy a dar en la cabeza. A ver, entrega de suministro, cargamento... Ah, mira, equiparlo todo nuevo.
Please select a drop
No,
point.
no, no.
Supply drop complete.
Granada de humo, C4...
Please select a drop point.
Ah, no puedo pedir otro mientras tengo uno pedido. Es el traje. Ah, vale, te lo pones automático. Ah, muy bien, vale, ok. Pues vale, quiero pedir más cositas. Más cositas, entrega de suministros, armas, ítems. Quiero pedir el C4 y las granadas de humo.
Please select supplies requested.
Está guapo, ¿no? Sí, un color más gris. Color tierra. No sé yo, ¿eh? No sé yo qué decir.
Supply drop complete.
Venga, venga, que lo pillo, que lo pillo, que lo pillo. Granada de humo, vale. Y ahora quiero... No sé por qué se me va a ver. ¿Qué te juegas? Vamos a probar. C4, sí.
Please select and supplies requested.
Ah, mira, se va. Vale. Pasa que es un poco lento. Deberían de dejarte...
Supply drop complete.
Deberían de dejarte pedir todo de un tirón y que te lo enviaran todo de un tirón, tío. Eso tener que ir pidiendo suministro a suministro es un asco. Que deberían dejarlo eso, pedirlo todo de un tirón, que te lo cobren y ya está. ¡Hostia! ¿Para habernos matado? Vale. Ahora ya tengo, vale, humo, perfecto. Vale. Pues nada. Hay que entrar y matar a los jefes soviéticos, ¿verdad, chico? Por aquí me va a ver, así que vamos a tener que dar una pequeña vueltecita. ¿Dónde ha salido tu chato? Se está viniendo. Joder, puta, qué buena vista tiene. Pero si está la tormenta, tío, ¿cómo puede verme? Qué jodido estoy. Oh, ¿qué ha pasado? No, la caja no, tío. Dios, odio la caja. Odio la caja, lo juro. Las odio. Cómplate, cómplate, cómplate. Tarde. Vamos, nene, ven. ¿Qué? ¿Qué ha pasado? Tengo dos opciones, o paso de él y sigo, o cojo, lo noqueo y le pongo el fulton. No sé qué hacer. Espero que no me vean. Si uso aquí el fulton me verán, ¿no? Seguro. Vale. Vale, inconsciente no dura mucho, así que tengo que hacer algo, mira. 3 espárragos. Los huevos. Acóplate, por favor, acóplate, 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 acóplate. Que te acoples, coño. Snake. No, 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 levanta.
extracted turned out to be the target.
Extraction?
But it was a failure. Target's confirmed dead. That being said, the mission was to take out the target. It present a problem for the contract.
Vale, hay que repetir la misión, ¿no?
You have arrived at your
Con lo bien que la había hecho. No puedo quitar, no, no hay casete, esto sí. Vale, la misión ha sido un fracaso, pues porque había que matarlo. Pues entonces lo que voy a hacer ahora es coger el fusil, como sé dónde está, y de un tiro lo reviento. Corre, 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 corre. Es eso, tenía que matarlo y lo que he hecho ha sido extraerlo y me ha dado como la misión fallida, así que tengo que repetirla. Ah, pues no, pues me la da como hecha. Ah, pues me la da como hecha. Pues nada. Pues lo llegaos a ver y habría salido despacito sin hacer ruido. Creía que me la había dado como fallida. La verdad. Espera, me estoy yendo, tengo que ir. ¡Para, caballo! ¡Para! ¿Dónde tengo que ir?
Extraction arrived at interface.
A ver si dentro, tío. Joder. Si no me equivoco de botón. Estoy acostumbrado a ir en el de Witcher 3. Es la para hacer galopar al caballo. La C. Ya ves. Pero como no lo he matado, tú querías que lo matara y yo no lo he matado, pasa lo que pasa. Nada, chicos, la próxima vez te haré caso.